Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Yes, it has been a long periodically time, but I am back, and every time I'm back with new energy and something new to offer to you guys, and this time is absolutely no different. So I want to formally welcome you to my new talk show. Welcome to Media EQ, the show where I talk about things I find interesting, and lucky for you, I'm cool enough to record it. I'm so excited to be here. As a matter of fact, I am here for the second time filming my episode 1, okay? So please excuse me if my enthusiasm does not mimic what I originally shot. But what I originally shot was like kind of blurry, and I really wanted to come to you guys with my best foot forward. And as I say that, I'm gonna pause right now and check to make sure that this isn't blurry, because how embarrassing would that be for me to have just said that and it'd be embarrassing footage. So 1 second. All right, guys, I think we're good. So we're gonna lock in now. This is gonna be the talk show, like I said, where I talk about things that I find interesting. I can delve deep into all the things that currently I super find interesting, but I think some of it will be answered in the questions that I'm gonna do for you guys today, because I thought, what better way to start this connection than for you to meet the host? Some of you may have been here for a while, right? I'm sure there's some of you, hopefully, that have been locked in since like the very first video. If you guys didn't know, I originally started this channel where I was in college, undergrad, and I was making like vlogs and lifestyle videos and like how-tos in college. So some of you may have been here since the start of that, and how great of you to still be rocking with me and to see my evolution throughout my life and throughout these years. Thank you for sticking around. I super appreciate you. And some of you may be super new, right? And either way, I'm a new person, or I'm always evolving, right? Is what we should be doing. So I still think no matter what position you play, whether you've been here since the start, or this is my first time seeing you, or your first time seeing me, I should introduce myself. I should properly introduce myself to this stage, to this setting, and to my time here with you all. So again, this is gonna be a show. We're gonna just talk. We're gonna chit chat, we're gonna yap. I highly recommend for you to just put this on and maybe even just listen to the audio, like clean your house, get you a snack, settle down for bed, put me in your car, plug me into your car, and just like listen to the audio while you drive. This is a talk show, okay? So we will be talking here. So don't be in my comments about is it long or not. Of course it is. It's long form talk show content, all right? Open up your horizon. I know social media has made our brains quick like this, and we want to digest content really quick. Watch me in several parts, but just make sure you watch, okay? So like I said, or like I mentioned, I'm gonna be doing a kind of get to know the host video for you all today. So I have some questions on my iPad that I'm gonna answer. So we'll just jump right into them, okay? So these are questions that I found online. Some of them I found online, and then some of them are things that I made up that I just felt would kind of give you a well-rounded picture of who I am. Also, too, I'd like to say, this is gonna have very little editing, if any at all. I want it to be very like authentic. Like again, we're just chit-chatting. We're just talking together. So very little cuts, if any at all. If I have to cut something, then I just have to cut it. All right, so first question, straight out the gate. It says, what's your name? My name is Mackenzie McLean. Love my name down. Shout out to my parents for giving me that name. Little backstory behind my name. My parents, when they were pregnant with me, my mom was like, I don't know what her name is gonna be. I just know I want her to be sweet. My dad, originally from Louisiana, he knew about this bakery in New Orleans, Louisiana called Mackenzie's. And he was like, what's sweeter than cake? So let's name her Mackenzie. And that's sweet and cute and well thought out. Love it. Love my name down, okay? Where am I from? So originally I was born in the Bronx, New York. Shout out to the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. No. You know? Yeah, okay. Originally born in the Bronx. That's actually where my mother's family is from. They're from New York. And then I moved over to Louisiana, unfortunately, when my mother passed away. And that's where my dad raised me. So when people ask me where I'm from, I don't even get into the New York side of things because I don't want to claim New York too hard. I mean, I was born there. I got the social security number to prove it. But, you know, there's a whole culture it's involved with where you live. And New York culture is very embedded into the people that live there. So I never want to take credit for something that I didn't really grow up in. But I originally am from Louisiana, is what I like to say. But I was born in New York. Okay. The next question. The next question says, where do you currently live? And currently, I live in Los Angeles, California. I've been here for about 6 years now. Oh my gosh, I've been here for like 6 years now. I originally came out here in 2018 to pursue my master's degree at USC. Fight on, go Trojans. I have my master's degree in social work, child, youth, and family studies. I graduated in 2020. And before that, I was in Louisiana doing my undergrad degree at LSU. So baby, go Tigers all day, every day. I love to brag about the powerhouses that are my degrees. So we probably will talk about that. If we ever do a video on education, which we probably will, because as you'll find out probably later, but you know what, you can find out now. I've worked in education for about, 6 years, honestly, all the time that I've been here in LA, whether it be in an internship capacity or in an actual paid job position. I've been in education, more specifically social work and social emotional learning, which is like basically the study of how we are as human beings and like the competencies that get us to be well-rounded individuals and to interact really well with the world around us. So I've been super immersed in that. Always reading, always learning more. So a lot of that is going to come up in these videos because I want you guys to see that you can learn through this talk show how to navigate the world around you better, okay? So all that to say, I have some really good degrees and I'm going to showcase how great they are through the show. The next question says, traveling or not? We love a travel. We love to get on a plane. We love to go somewhere. Traveling can be very taxing for a lot of reasons. It can be very taxing on like you physically, right? My immune system, especially when I've been working in education, like working in schools, not the best in my experience. We praise God to the Most High that it will continue to strengthen and get stronger, and I will be able to like navigate traveling all the time, and I won't even think about if I'm gonna sneeze or not. But traveling can be taxing for a lot of reasons, but it's also great, right? It's also freeing. It's also fun to kind of just get out of your environment and get into some new environments and expand your mind, learn from different cultures and all of that great stuff, see different places. I love traveling. So traveling or not, traveling. But I also like being at home, right? Home is where the heart is. So I'm my home. So I guess I take home even when I travel, but you know, it's nothing like being at your house too. I'm a Capricorn, for those of you who were wondering. Zodiac, earth sign, so we like being at home. Out of the country or in the country? We love out of the country. I love to stamp that passport, honey. I've been to a couple countries. I'd definitely like to get some more under my belt. I've done some countries by myself as well, more specifically Paris, or that's not a country, but France. I'm going to France alone, and I'm going to Jamaica alone. I've also been to Japan and Canada, and is there anyone else? Anywhere? Oh, and Mexico. So definitely love out of the country. But you know what? Also, I would be remiss to say, if I don't say, I love America. So in the country as well. I want to go to different states within America too. We have a great country here that I'm proud to be a part of. So I love America too. I love traveling domestically as well. All right. And just put me on a plane, you know? What is my favorite season? I would say my favorite season is fall. And I would say that because I like the fashion of fall. I like the coziness of the pastries and the scents and the pumpkin spices. Like, I like it all. I'm not afraid to say, like, give me a pumpkin spice latte. I know it's like, people like to say, like, oh, I don't like that kind of stuff because, like, it's so basic and generic. You know why it's basic and generic? Because it's good and a lot of people like it. Get over yourself. Okay? I like fall. I think the clothes are better. Because, you know, in summer, you don't really wear clothes. So it's, like, kind of hard for summer fashion to be elite, even though there are some great summer fashions. Like, don't get me started. Like, follow me on Instagram at MadKeySpeaks to see, like, how I be putting that stuff on, okay? Whatever season. But if you had to ask me, I like a fall. Okay, what is my favorite thing in my house? My bed, right? But not just for the simple fact that I sleep in there. I do, but I really enjoy the fact that I have a great mattress. Shout out to my friend Tana, who her boyfriend works in like the mattress world, and they got me a really good discount on a really amazing mattress. It's a Beauty Rest, and it's like the black standard, I don't know, but it's really cool. It like, you can lift it up, it vibrates. Like, I go and get in my bed, I put on a nice little YouTube video, put my phone on the floor, and then vibrate the bed, and I'm just so cozy and I'm out. So I like my bed. But all that to say, I do fall asleep on my couch. I need to get better at that because I have like the best sleep and then I wake up and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm a little crickety. And speaking of Capricorn, I found out recently that Capricorn rules like the joints and like the bones of the body. So I need to take care of my bones because that's like That's what I was made for. So I need to sleep in my bed more often. We'll make that a priority because I just said it in this video. Okay, we'll hold each other accountable. Outside or inside? Twofold, right? So outside, if we're gonna go like out, we outside. You know, I like that. I like to go outside, especially more recently. I've been getting more into hitting the town, hitting the events, because I don't want to waste my youth waiting for something to happen. I got to go out there and make it happen, okay? So I've been going outside more and I've been enjoying myself. But I also, like I said, I'm an earth sign. I like to be inside too. A little cuddle, a little movie, a little dinner, a little daydream. I'm also a Pisces moon, if you care. You care. And I like to daydream too in my head and like mess with tarot cards. I'm like a really witchy girl. So I like to be inside too, but we like to be outside. But also too, in the sense of like outside or inside, I like nature. So I like a nice grass, a nice waterfall. I love a mountain view. So outside, I guess both. Outside. Where do I like to shop the most? Amazon. Amazon. Of course, there's elite clothing brands. And if you're thinking about like home decor, right, there's like great stores for that. But when I think about where do I shop most often, it's Amazon because they have everything. They have everything. Shout out to Jeff Bezos. Like, keep doing what you're doing. Proud of you. Okay? And I don't know about his personal life or his personal policies. I do know he married a woman literally named Mackenzie. They're divorced now, I believe, but she's like the richest woman in America or something like that. Shout out to the Mackenzies of the world. Keep doing what you're doing, ladies. All right? Let's keep it up. Keep up the good work. But yeah, I'm not here to debate the politics of his life. All I know is Amazon be having me right, okay? I can be like, I need to wear such and such in 2 days. And Amazon's like, no problem. Please put it in your cart. And I do. Next question says, what type of music do I like best? When we're thinking of genres, I'm an R&B hip hop girly. I do like some blues too. My dad definitely had me grow up on like blues music and like that soulful R&B. So that's definitely a primary staple, I think, in like the foundation of who I am. I love a good blues, R&B, and I have playlists like on my phone dedicated just for that. And when my dad comes into town, I just like run that just the whole time he's here. Very great. But yeah, R&B hip hop, you know, my favorite artist is Chris Brown. He's very talented, and I've been rocking with him since literally I was in 6th grade, I think is where I delved deep into it. And like I said, I have a master's degree, and that was in 2020. So it's been a long time. All right, we've been locked in. So that's my favorite type of music, and that's my favorite artist. What chore do I hate doing the most? I would definitely say folding and putting away clothes. Washing them, drying them, sure, I got you. We definitely will have clean clothes in this home. Will they be in the closet all the time? I'm going to be honest with you and tell you no, they won't be. But they're clean. They're clean. But I do want to get better at that. I definitely want to get better at just go ahead and just make the commitment to put away the clothes right then and there. So again, we'll keep each other accountable here. What's the chore you hate the most? Can you relate to me with the laundry, or is it like washing the dishes or something like that for you? Let me know. What is my favorite color? Could you guess? Can you guess? It's orange. No, I'm kidding. It's pink. My favorite color is pink. It pretty much always has been. I love pink. Now, if you ask me what color do I wear the most, it's black. It's black. But you know what? I recently saw a video on TikTok. Again, I told you I'm like witchy. And it was about dressing, like how to look your best. And you should dress for your Venus sign, which is like the sign of love and shows like how you operate in relationships. My Venus sign is in Aquarius. And they said Aquarians look really good in black. Like Venuses in Aquarius look really good in black. So I guess I'm doing something right. But I definitely do incorporate some color in my wardrobe as well, and I like to be in feminine, like soft colors as well. You know, that makes me feel pretty and girly, and I do feel super powerful in an all pink outfit. I've done that several times, and I like eat down every single time. But my go-to is black. I have so many black pieces of clothing. Cooking or eating out? More recently has definitely been cooking, and I'm so proud of myself because on my vision board for 2024, I was like, cook more. You gotta cook more, babe. And also, the world is so expensive, is it not? Like, groceries are expensive. Like, I feel anxiety every single time I go through that checkout line getting groceries. And I try not to do it too often. I try to go in and just kind of like get everything I need, and then I don't have to go back for like a month. And I just kind of like cook things here and there and make things from like the freezer and stuff, like, you know, those frozen foods that you can just like put in the oven and like put it with a salad and now it's a meal. I do like to cook, and I've been cooking a lot more recently because I'm getting to the age where I'm gonna be like having a real family one day, and like I don't want them to like starve or to be like, mom kind of sucks at cooking, can we order out? Like, I don't want that. So I've been definitely perfecting my cooking skills more recently. But do I like going to a restaurant? Oh yeah. Do I like a takeout? Yes and no, because honestly, y'all, the DoorDash, Uber Eats people are getting a little cray-cray. Whether it be my food is cold, whether it be you are coming to the wrong location and that's suddenly now my fault, whether you can't park so you want me to come down, or I don't know if you guys have been seeing recently, they have been like getting mad if you don't tip, or if you don't tip like to their standard, and people have been like messing with your food. Like, what is that about? Like, arrest them, no? So I don't know. I don't really like to order food too much anymore. It's a little scary out there. And too expensive, okay? Why is a $6 coffee, which is already insane, why is it now $12 because I wanted you to bring it to me? It's okay. I'll drink water, you know? Like, please. What color do I just told you, do I wear the most? Black. How do I like to spend my free time? Like I mentioned a little bit ago, I do like to go outside these days. I do like a good day party, a good dance party, a good DJ, which we will talk a little bit more about DJs in a new episode that's going to be coming up. So just stay tuned for that. Okay, that's all I'll say. I like to go outside. I like to get little two-stepping. I'm definitely the girl that'll be on the dance floor. I'm not a wallflower. I'm dancing. And I'm going to get you to dance too, probably, because you're going to be like, look at her. She's so ethereal and beautiful. I want to go out there with her. I know. Come on, babe. So definitely like to do that. Now, when I'm inside, I told you I'm like a witchy girl. I love a tarot card. I love a tarot pick a card video. I love creating content, doing my talk show. And I like just being up in my head, like manifesting the life I want. That's why, and I will like do that. Like I have like no problem just being a manifesting girly. That's why I'm challenging myself to get outside, because the world is out there waiting for me and I must take heed. My next question says, what is my comfort TV show? I love this question. My comfort TV show is hands down The Parkers, okay? I am a Parkers girly. That is such a funny show. If you've never seen The Parkers, please get into it. It's so funny. Monique and Countess Vaughn really did their thing. And whenever I'm going through anything tough in life, I love that Netflix has it on there. I just run those episodes back to back to back, and I just feel better and I feel taken care of. So definitely The Parkers is my comfort TV show. And please, Netflix, bestie, don't ever take The Parkers off Netflix, please, because you took Moesha off. Not too much. Don't mess with The Parkers. And also put Moesha back, okay? Thank you. Who would I be if I could be any character in a book, TV show, or movie? This is also such a fun question. I would be Corinne Steffens. For those of you who don't know, Corinne Steffens is also known as Superhead or the Video Vixen. She was very popular in the early 2000s, very late 90s as like the girl who was in everybody's music video. And she got very infamous for writing a tell-all book about her romantic relationships that she had with several high-profile men of the 90s and of the early 2000s in the music and sports industries. And she just is a powerhouse to me. I read her book over COVID and I was like, jaw on the floor, pick it up, and it fell down again. I just admire so much her bravery of being able to say names. She literally said people's names and told you about her encounters. And she got a lot of backlash for that. Like Tyra Banks being one of them, like very not girl's girl energy in that interview. And I don't know the beef that they previously had, so I'm not trying to like target Tyra in any way. She definitely went through it. Corinne definitely went through it, speaking her truth. But I'm so glad she did. And if they ever make a movie about her life, I want to play her. She's super cool. Shout out to you, Corinne. Call me. I'll play you. Who was my first crush? Okay, so my first TV crush was Will Smith. He was like, but more specifically, Will Smith on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? I love a tall, like lanky man. I love an artsy person. He wasn't really artsy, but I guess like in real life he was, right? Like a rapper. He was just real swaggy. That was my first TV crush. Then after that, my first like music crush, Bow Wow. Bow Wow, for sure. Not Lil Bow Wow. What? I don't know how people liked Lil Bow Wow. If you were a kid or if you weren't a kid, he was so little. But Bow Wow, like Johnson's Family Vacation, the Unleashed record, Wanted record, Bow Wow. All right. After this question, it says, do I prefer to be single or do I prefer to be in a relationship? And honestly, I think that question, the answer to this question really depends on the day. It depends on where I am mentally. Because I can go both ways. I like being single and I also like being someone's lady, you know? So I guess it really just depends. I'm currently single and I'm embracing singlehood to the best of my abilities and throwing myself into the passions that I do have for myself, because maybe one day I won't have as much freedom because I will be somebody's wife, right? I don't know. But right now I'm my wife and that's good enough for me. Okay. Do I currently have a crush? I mean, mind your business. I will tell you more if the crush evolves into something, because I don't know if I have a crush as more as I have like potential of something being a little bit more locked in, okay? So if it does become that, then I'll let you know, all right? Next question says, what is my love language? So the way that I experience love, I really like physical touch. I like acts of service. I like gifts. I like positive words of affection. So I just honestly everything, right? Like I'm a complex human being, as are you. So to pinpoint one or two love languages that really make me feel valued, I just feel like it seems like an impossible feat. And even because like it depends on the day, right? And the way that I show love, I think also depends on like what my partner likes, who I'm giving love to at that moment, right? So I think people shift and people change. But if I had to pick, like if you just like were like, baby, top two right now, the way I would receive love would be physical touch and acts of service. And then the way I would like to give you love, I like to give gifts. I really do. I'm a gift giver, and I like to give gifts based on like who I feel like you are and who you are to me. So, yeah. And I'm a good gift giver too. I'd like to say that. How do I feel about love? I love love. I think that love is the only real emotion, or at least the only one that we really truly should be focused on. Love makes the world go round, or it should. There's so many different forms of love. Love for your like family, love for your romantic partner, for yourself, for your kids, for strangers, so on and so forth. Love is great. I think there's no love without pain in some cases, and I think that that's really what scares people and kind of puts people off to love, is that idea of pain. But pain just shows that you're a human. So embrace all aspects of love, and even if love is no longer currently residing with you, feel the contentment of knowing that you are able to experience love, because some people may never get the chance. Okay? We love love. All right. Who are the most important people in your life? So if I had to order them, I would say God, myself, and my dad. That's my list of like who is super important to me. God, of course, because he is the author of my life, the head of my life, and I would not be where I am in this world without God. We love God over here. Then me, because if I don't love me, or if me is not important, then I can't be the greatest Mackenzie for everybody that I love as well. And then my dad, as I mentioned earlier, my mom passed away when I was 3, and my dad and I have been locked in ever since. I love that man. He's the best. So that's my order. What do I want to be when I grow up? I want to be a talk show host. I want to stand with the mic, and I want to be able to connect people to better ways of living through the conversations that we have together. I want to help people tell their stories. I want to bring people closer to God, people closer to themselves, and closer to their life purpose. And I'm not going to lie to you, I want to be a talk show host that's like big. I want to see my face on billboards, and I would like to host award shows one day. I would love to host 106 in Park if they ever do a reboot. Call me, please. But yeah, I think I'm really good at communication. God has definitely given me the skill of communication, both verbally and through written or through writing. So I would love to see me put that ability to the test. Also, a special talent that I do have is that I can sing. I do enjoy singing, and I always have, and I'm pretty good at it. So, you know, if I can ever incorporate singing into my career too, like, I'm down for that. What am I working in the field that I most want to be in? Yes and yes. I currently work in education, so I work in schools with children. Children have become sort of kind of like a passion, or working with children and helping them better themselves, helping their families get more connected, has definitely become a passion for myself that I didn't recognize that I had originally. But through my work in social work and through my work with students and their families, I recognize that I kind of have like a knack for bringing people together and helping kids to express themselves and to kind of stand in their power. So I definitely want to take that aspect of my life and combine it with this aspect of my life and be able to like one day do philanthropies for kids and for families, and to have internships where students are able to learn about media and about social work and about communication through not just people that I hire, but physically working with me as well. I think that would be amazing. So yeah, I'm working in the field that I want to do. I just want to expand it further. What is the first thing that I do in the morning? Unfortunately, you know what? No, I was going to say unfortunately, the first thing I do in the morning is look at my phone. And yes, that is in the top 3. But the first thing I do is come into my kitchen and turn my alarm clock off, because I get up pretty much every day, weekend or not, to an alarm, because I don't want to sleep past like a certain point. Like I like to get up early to feel like I can maximize my day. So I'm probably first thing is turning off that alarm. Then I'm going to get on my phone. But I'm also incorporating more, and I would like to do it like quickly, like more quickly than I do, but like just taking time to like thank God for waking me up, clothing me in my right mind, and putting me on a path of enjoying another day in his presence. You know, I would like to do that more as well. So, but that's like my top 3 things is like turning that alarm off, check my phone. Thank you, God. Amen. Okay. What is the last thing I do at night? The last thing I do at night is turn on a YouTube video and like put it on the floor and then press my mattress on and go to sleep. Unless I'm on my couch, unfortunately, that means I just turned over while a YouTube video is playing on my TV, but some sort of video in the background. I'm not one of those people that needs the TV on, so please don't be like icked out because I just said that, but when I do sleep by myself, I like to hear like an ASMR video or like a tarot video or something like that. I think it just puts me in a serene state of being, and I just sleep really well. What makes me laugh? A lot of things. I make myself laugh. I'm one of the funniest people you will ever meet. I'm one of the funniest people that I've ever met. I make myself laugh. I think you guys out in the world make me laugh. Social media makes me laugh. My students make me laugh. My dad makes me laugh. So many things make me laugh. I'm a happy-go-lucky type person for the most part. I like to laugh a lot, so I be laughing, y'all. What's something you would find in my purse? Lip gloss, gum, and probably some tissue. The Holy Trinity. And my money. Oh my gosh, what? And my money. My little pouch with all my like cards in it, like debit card, ID, insurance card, girl, because you never know. But those are the things you'd find in my purse, like hands down. I got that on me. Oh, and probably some chapstick too. More specifically, some Aquaphor. That'd be my favorite. If you could choose a superpower, which one would you choose? To fly. Duh. Who wants to just be sitting here all the time? And like I mentioned, I like to travel. So I would definitely like take a little flight, be in Paris today, get me a croissant, and then fly on back and be right in time for Pilates. I would be flying. Or maybe like teleportation, which is kind of like the same thing, but I don't want to scare people when I just like show up somewhere, you know what I'm saying? At least flying, I could like glide and stuff. But also flying could be really taxing on my body, so maybe I should teleport. I'm probably thinking like way too much into the question of like what superpower I would want to have, but yeah. Because, like, if I just popped up in another location, like, how would the air affect me? How would the light affect me? Like, how would the energy of the people affect me? You know what I mean? Like, that might be really bad for me. So, but I still would want to move around. I definitely don't want to, like, read people's minds or something like that. Because what you think about me is your business. And if you didn't learn anything else in this video, remember that. What other people think about you is that's none of your business. Okay? Even if it's good. Who cares? The validation of yourself should not come from other people and what they think of you. They got their own stuff going on, and a lot of how they treat you has more to do with them and what they've been through than anything you could have ever done. Also, too, people say that you would be surprised how less or how much people are not thinking about you, right? Because everybody's got their own stuff going on. You would be surprised about how little people do think about you. So, I don't know. Because to me, I don't resonate with that, because when I'm somewhere, I'm constantly scanning the room and thinking of thinking about people that I come across. I don't know. But I also probably am thinking about them in relation to myself. So maybe those people are right. Anyway, other people's opinions of you is none of your business. Okay? So you don't want to read minds. The next question says, what is my least favorite noise? This is so funny because I was just talking to my friend. Are we friends? I was just talking to my friend John about this the other day. My least favorite noise is people sniffing. Get a tissue. Look at me when I say this. Get a tissue, okay? I would much rather you blow your nose than you sit there and sniff up your snot all day. Also, that's gonna make you sick. You guys are sniffing snot back into your brains, not great for your brains. And also, sniffing only to swallow the mucus is going to make you sick. Blow your nose. And I know you're probably like, why is she so convicted by people sniffing? Like, what has touched her spirit? Well, I went to school with a kid from 1st grade to 4th grade. It only stopped in 4th grade because Hurricane Katrina came. But he was sick. He had a cold for 4 years. Shout out to you, George. I remember you. You had a cold for 4 years and you refused to get a tissue. Pissed me clean off, all right? I literally would go to the teacher and be like, can you tell George to get a tissue? Oh, because, let me tell you something. At that time in my life, when you're kids, they sat us in by like names, right? So his last name was something M-O and mine was like M-C. So we were always next to each other. He never got a tissue. The teacher was like, Mackenzie, I can't make him get a tissue. I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure they pay you to make us better people. Get that kid a tissue. They literally paired us up for a play because my school would do like musicals every year for Christmas. And they were like, Mackenzie, we want you and George to dance. Who finna dance with George? Get a part to somebody else. Tell him get a tissue. Then we can talk. George, I can't believe you gave me trauma so hard that to this day, I'm like, get a tissue. And I mean that, okay? Sorry, George, I didn't mean to go too hard on you. Actually, yes, I do. The next question says, what time period would I choose to live in? Okay, love this question. So I would definitely have chosen to live or like be an adult in the 90s. I think the 90s were so cool, right? From the movies, the music, the fashion, the celebrities. I think the 90s were a cool time. Definitely not as technologically advanced, obviously, as we are today. And not only in like the electronic field, but also in like the medical field. I can see why living in the 90s might be a scarier time to live. But I think the 90s were just cool, very eclectic, and people still reference the 90s to this day. And a lot of celebrities who were like pretty active during that time, they still credit the 90s as like one of the best times to be in. So I think it would have just been cool to like be about when like Brandy and Monica were dropping like The Boy Is Mine, right? When Tupac was out here like being that man. Can I say something? Do you know how many women credit Tupac as their like soulmate? Really just think about it for a second. I know the obvious one is like Jada Pinkett Smith. Okay, yeah. But like Lisa Left Eye Lopez, he dated O.J. Simpson's daughter for a little bit. Kadada Jones, which is Quincy Jones's daughter, who, by the way, when he met her, he like berated her for being mixed because he like did not agree with the fact of like a black man being with a white woman. And it would just been so cool to like be around like that era of time. Like I just feel like it was just super cool. NWA, like, are you kidding? And I live in LA now, so it's like seeing the stomping grounds for all these people and like really being immersed in this culture and this history. It would have just been so cool to be an adult during that time. Selena Quintanilla Perez, are you serious? To have been around while she was like Tejanoing it down in Corpus Christi, Texas, and then bringing it to us live to see how hip hop got its legs and like became something at the Grammys. Which, by the way, fun fact, do you know that the first Grammy for hip hop was given to Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff? And I believe they won for best hip hop performance. Whatever, if I'm wrong, I'll put the actual correct thing on the screen. But they won. They were the first Grammy given to a hip hop artist. Super cool. I would have loved to be in the audience to have watched that happen. The 90s were super cool. I would have been so it. Oh my gosh. I know I would have wanted to be like an actress, so that I could have been in movies with like Omar Epps. Oh my gosh, why is he so fine? He was so fine. He was so fine. What was that movie, Higher Learning, where he's like with Tyra Banks? Are you serious? Or Juice with Tupac? Both of them in the same movie? I wouldn't have been able to do it. Act professional? Who? Not me. Who's gonna act professional? Because it won't be me. It won't be me. Both of these men are on the set. In-house work relationships? Well, yes. Definitely the 90s. Okay. The next question says, what is the most random thing I've ever done? Or what's the most random thing you've ever done? I don't know. Oh my gosh. But I can give you a recent random thing that I did. So, I told you guys I've been getting out there, right? And hitting these LA streets, okay? I went to a party yesterday, like a day party type event. And I ended up on the stage with the DJ. And like there were other girls and other guys and stuff on the stage as well. But like I was definitely like forefront and like dancing for the crowd and like hyping the crowd out. Like I look back on it and I'm like, like I've definitely been in similar situations like that before where I've like, been picked out of the crowd to like come and be near everybody and like just really be in my star element. Like not to like brag, but people are definitely drawn to me and I definitely have like star power. And I'm not afraid to say that in fear that I will be judged. It's true. I have star power. So to be put up there was not the weird or random thing. But when I when I look back on it today, because today is like the morning or the day after being up on that stage and like just the crash out that was yesterday. Oh my gosh. I don't want to get too much into it. If you know, you know. And if you were involved in any of the crashing out and you're watching this right now, hey. But anyway, I was up there on the stage and I'm thinking about how how it was set up was like the DJ. Okay, let's say like I'm where the DJ is, right? Then there was like people on this side and then there was like people on this side, right? And so then there's like the opening and then like where you guys are is like the crowd, okay? And the crowd was like a large crowd. It went like as far back as you could see. I was like in the middle where this space is between the DJ and the crowd. And I'm dancing, whatever. Like I told y'all, I'm not a wallflower. I will dance. But I just remember me being up there like, come on! Like, please, Mackenzie. I was up there like, come on. Yeah, let's go. Like, girl, do you think this is a pep rally or pep rally? Like, please sit down. I know. But you know what? The crowd was like, yeah, like, let's go. And I would dance and like there was girls in the front like, get it. Ooh, like telling me I looked good or whatever. So I blame them. Like I blame the crowd for like getting me hype. So it was like all the things. And I had like my sunglasses on, like my Gucci shades, girl. I had my Gucci shades on and I was in there like, let's go. Please get her out of here. Get her, girls. Like, please. That's so funny. So I don't know if that's the most random thing I've ever done, but it's definitely the most recent random thing I've ever done. Like, please. Like, did I think I was like the head coach or something? Did I think we were like down 6 in the game and I needed to get everybody's spirits up? Like, please, have a seat. Okay. The next question says, do I think I'm a good person? I do think I'm a good person. I definitely do. I definitely care about people. I definitely care about this world. I care about the environment. I have a lot of passions and I have a nature where I want to see things be more fair for people. At the same time, there's always room and expansion for me to be a better person. I never want to be complacent at any point in my life. Even when I'm better than who I am today, I don't want to stop there. I think I'm a firm believer that if you're on this earth and you have breath in your body, you have room to improve. You have room to learn and to grow, to get more connected, to share more love. And I definitely always want to be doing that and striving to be a better version of who I already am. The next question says, how high have you... Oh, I was like, huh? It says, how high have you gone academically? So I mentioned already, I have a master's degree and I do have aspirations of going even higher. I would love to get a PhD one day, and possibly psychology. I have my undergrad degree in broadcast journalism, again from LSU, Louisiana State University. Then I have a master's degree in social work, child, youth, and family. I don't know why I blinked on that. From USC, University of Southern California, fight on. And then I would like to do a PhD in psychology one day. And I don't know the school. I'll keep you posted on that. But I think it would be really cool to be super well-rounded in like the study of humanity and just like people in general and like helping people tell their stories, right? Because I'd have social work, I've had journalism, and then I would have psychology. So I would just like really know people. And I think that would make me a really credible talk show host, don't you think? So the next question says, something you'd debate on. Okay, so I would definitely debate that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. Okay, you need to love God, and I hope that you are able to accept God into your heart and to live for. It's great to live on this earth with like a purpose, you know what I mean, and to live knowing that there's something out there bigger than you and what you're going through currently, whether good or bad. So I think I would debate there. Also, I would let you know, God is the same today, yesterday, and forevermore. So the same God that took you through graduation and an influx in your finances is the same God that will take you through depression, despair, loneliness, all the things, okay? So just hold on. There's always better to come, all right? Life is like a Ferris wheel. You're up, you're down, you're on the side. It's a constant ebb and flow. So things will get better, right? It also means that you will see trouble again, but that's okay because you will have the experience of knowing that you got through it the last time and you'll get through it again. God is the same today and forevermore. So I would debate you on that. What else would I debate on? Something more fun. I have a video coming out that we will really talk about the thoughts that I've been having recently. So I probably would debate you on those things. But I would debate you on the fact, oh, I got a great one for you. How about this? Glitter, the movie Glitter, an amazing movie. An amazing movie. I don't care what your daddy said, your mama said, your uncle said. This is what I say. Glitter with Mariah Carey is one of the best movies that's ever existed. As a matter of fact, it's my favorite movie. My favorite movie of all time. And I have like a whole like reasoning for why it's my favorite movie, other than like the way her life was depicted in that movie. Like, oh my goodness, it was so much like mine, and like it really showcased the dreams that I had. And who does not want to be a beautiful woman out in the city chasing after her dreams only to then meet a man who loves you and who puts you on? Are y'all dumb? Are y'all not seeing the material, right? And I will debate you all day long on why people actually believe that's not a good movie. And that's a whole nother video, and I don't mind making it. I will debate you on why that movie has a bad rap and it does not deserve it. But that is a great movie. Same thing with Catwoman, with Halle Berry. Y'all let the media tell you how you feel about stuff, and I don't like that. I do not like that. Those are great movies by great women, and they should be celebrated. But it's definitely Glitter. Favorite movie, hands down. And both of those women are fabulous, amazing, talented people. Don't piss me off. Okay, the next question says, biggest pet peeve within yourself. Oh, I think the biggest pet peeve within myself is like my procrastination for fear of not doing things the way that I envision them in my head. I think that I get so fixated on something coming out the way I want it to, and maybe I don't feel like I have all the capabilities to be able to do it in that way, and so then I just don't try. I don't put forth any effort at all. And I actually take that word back when I said try, because there is no such thing as try, right? You either do it or you don't. But I will allow fear to keep me from doing the thing. Or I'll do the thing, because I'm definitely an earth sign, Capricorn to the core. So I will do the thing, but it will take me way longer to do it than it should have. Like if I had just put forth the effort to go ahead and make the leap, it would have been done already. I can't tell you how many times I do things and I'm like, oh, okay. You know that sound by Trisha Paytas? Oh, okay. Like I have that feeling like all the time. All the time. I'm like, wait, why was I freaking out? That was fine. That was fine. Even this, I can't tell you like how much reservation I've had for doing this. But here we are. Here we are. So I would definitely say, I also too, a lot of things that I do in my life is because I have like a positive, not forceful, but like a positive, strong male influence kind of infiltrate to say like, hey, you should do this. Or like a masculine energy will say like, hey, you should be doing X, Y, Z. And then that's when I full send and I do it. I think it would be cool to kind of like have that already for myself. Like I know what I want to do. I think it would be nice to be able to like full send without having another voice full send me, you know? But I'm not complaining. I also thank God for being like, knowing that that's kind of the way I'm set up and sending me powerful masculine energy to full send me, because I embrace it. Okay. Next question says, something about you you're proud of. I'm proud of the fact that I go for things. Even after all the reservations and stuff, I do it. I get it done. And I think that that's cool. My work ethic is impeccable, especially sometimes to my own detriment. I will sometimes work so much that I will neglect myself. I don't love that, but I have great work ethic. And when I care about something, I care about it. When I care about people, I super care about them too. I'm really loyal to the people that I love, and I will argue down for you. I will defend you down. You my people, you my people. And I'm not wishy-washy on that. Like, oh, not my friend. I'm very, my father, don't play with him. Don't play with him ever, baby. Don't do that. My romantic partners, that's my baby. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's my baby. So, yeah, I love that about myself. I love that I have a great work ethic. I will full send eventually. And when I love you down, baby. Come lock in with a real one. Was that cringy for you? It wasn't. You loved it. You wished that I had said it to you and only you. I know you do. Okay. My next question says, we have 2 more questions, guys. If you could be remembered for anything, what would it be? I would love to be remembered for being the girl or the woman who really went after her dreams, made them a reality, brought them into fruition, and then took what she was given because of being so great at whatever she whatever she did, taking that gift, those blessings, and sharing them with the world, building those family centers, being a philanthropist, giving back to certain causes, uplifting people, giving people opportunity to do not only what I've done, but be better than me. I would love to be known for that. I would also love to be known for bringing people closer to God and closer on their walk and their journey to being their highest self. I think that would be great. I want to definitely leave some stuff in my name. Maybe not in my name, but maybe like in my honor. Let's say that, because stuff in your name. We got to be smart financially, darling. Always be smart financially. That would be something to be great to be known for too. Like, one thing about her, she knew how to make some money, keep some money, spend some money, and make that money back. You feel me? And my last question says, why are you doing this, and what do you hope to get out of it? I'm doing this because I want to be a talk show host, and you know what? It's time that I put some roots on the ground in order to make my dreams a reality, because unlike in Glitter, I haven't really had a really cool person come out and say, hey, I'm going to put you on in the way that I see that you should be put on. But even in Glitter, she had to show that she could sing before Dice was like, let me give you your actual dreams, right? She had to be a backup singer. She moved out and like pursued singing. She went to clubs. And so she put in effort too. So I think that this is my effort to be put in so that somebody one day taps me and says, hey, let's take this higher. Or maybe I don't even need anybody to tap me. Maybe I'm able to just propel myself forward so much that I do it myself. But I think even more than that, when you are creative and you have a passion for something, like, you got to do it. You have to nurture that dream. You have to nurture that creativity, or you will like internally die. And baby, I'm here to live. God died on that cross for me to have life and have it more abundantly. So it's time that I do it and have it abundantly. Okay. I mean, I've had it abundantly. I'm not trying to say that I've lived like a nothing life up to this point, because you guys have seen I've lived a great life and I will continue to live a great life. But I think it's also important that I put effort into the reality that I want for myself. So that's why I'm here, and I hope that you'll stick around to enjoy this journey with me and to learn a few things here and there. I feel like I shared some like fun facts in this video, but just that this is the fun fact meet the host video about myself. Imagine all the information I'm going to share when the videos are more poignant to specific topics. So definitely stick around. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, guys. It's been so fun. I hope you got some insight of who I am as a person, and that you truly accept me as your host of Media EQ, the show where I talk about things that I find interesting. And lucky enough for you, I'm cool enough to record it. Thanks, guys, so much for kicking it with me, and I cannot wait to see you in episode 2. Bye, guys.